Hi there, welcome. Thanks for joining us. In our last Solfa video, we learned to sing and to sign high do. And we learned about the concept of the octave. So now we know the whole pentatonic scale with high do on top. Let's try to review a few of those, and then we're going to learn how to write on the board. So we'll start down here with our low do. Do, la, so, re, mi. Try it.
Do, la, so, re, mi.
Good. Mi, la, so, do.
Mi, la, so, do.
There we go, and that's that high do. Let's start there this time. Do, so, la, mi, re.
Do, so, la, mi, re.
Re, so, mi, do, la.
Re, so, mi, do, la.
So, do, la, mi, do.
So, do, la, mi, do.
All right, maybe just one more. La, do, so, re, mi.
La, do, so, re, mi.
Very good.
Great job. Well, now that we remember how to sing those notes, let's just do a little bit of review on our board to make sure we remember how to write some things. So I'm going to write out a do, mi, so. So if I put do on this space, we remember do, mi, and so are all a space apart. That interval is called a third because we have the first note there, second would go here, and the third note is there. So this is a third, space to space or line to a line. I could stack these three notes up. 1, 2, 3. And there we have, kind of looks like a little snowman, doesn't it? We call this a triad when we have these three notes. A triangle has 3 sides. A triad has 3 notes in it. So now between these notes, we've found re. Between do and mi, this is a second. And we also have another second on top of so. We have la, so and la. Let's write in some letters. Do, re, mi, so, and la. So this is what we've learned so far. Now today we're going to learn where does that high do go on our staff. Remember a third interval that's line to line or space to space? Do, high do, is 1/3 above la. So I'm going to put it right there. And then we have do. Now when I'm writing, how do I know the difference between this do and this do? I'm going to put just a little line there. Kind of looks like an apostrophe. I hope you can see that on the video. But that's going to tell me that I wrote my high do right there. And someday we're going to get notes below do, and then we use a little line below them, kind of like a comma, like that. But we don't have to worry about that today. So here we have do, re, mi, so, la, and do. Now I'm going to give some examples written out on the board. I'm going to write something, write the letters of it, and then can you try and write in the note heads? And Mr. Roberts will do it here so we can check our work and see what it looks like. I'm going to start one here. So remember, that little line there means you're writing the high do. Let's start that one right there.
All right, well, hopefully you've had enough time to think about it. If you're not following along with staff paper, hopefully you are. You could even just scratch 5 lines on the back of somebody's drawing or something, but at least try to locate those notes on your hand staff like we've used in the past, and see if you can make it look like this. Mi, so, la, do.
Looks good to me. There we have that line to line. And I started that one on the same one over here. You might have noticed that. My next one, I'm starting it somewhere completely new. Here we go. Here's my next one. We'll start it there.
All right, I'm hoping that was enough time to think about it. You can always pause the video if you need to, but I will just give you my answer, and then we'll see if we've got the same thing.
Looks good to me. All right, 2 more. Now, one thing I'm going to say quickly before I have you write this one out. Do you remember when we talked about high do and low do? We learned about that octave, right? So here I have low do, high do. Those 2 notes, maybe you'll want to get your hand staff out here, are 8 notes apart. An octave, remember how we've learned about thirds, seconds? Well, these 2 are 8 notes apart. So if I put my low do on that G, you get a little help with this one. We're going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that space right there on top of the staff is your next do. That's high do.
All right, since you had so much help, we're not going to give you that much time. And you probably noticed this, but an octave is always going to go from a space to a line, or a line to a space. So quick little hack there, if you find yourself going from a line to another line, you know that's not going to be an octave.
All right, just one more from me. We're going to write this, and I'll give you your first note.
You ready? Let's take a stab at it.
Very nice.
All right, so now let's just flip this thing on its head, shall we? Georgia was giving you solfa syllables written out, and we were to write in the note heads. I'm going to give you some of the exact opposite. I will write out a little melody with note heads, and you, on your staff paper at home, or following along with us here, you just write out the solfa syllables. So, how about this? And I'm gonna tell you that that first note is do, but that's all I'm gonna tell you.
All right, look at that one a second. If you want to copy it down on your sheet of paper. And then see if you can figure out what solfa name does each of those notes have. I'm going to write mine in now.
Good job. She got it right. Did you get it right? All right, so let's try another like that. So that's la. I'm giving you la. Let's try that one out, shall we?
All right, copy that down. Think about it a second. Pause the video if you need to. I'm going to write what I think it is.
That looks right to me. Let's do a couple more like that. How about, well, let's start one kind of low this time. That is do, low do, not high do.
All right, let's see what we think it is.
All right. Well, seems like we're doing pretty well there. I'm going to have us go ahead and pause the writing and let's get to singing. Let's see what we can make out of some of these. we've got a whole bunch of examples here written out on the board. Let's try and sing some of them. So from the beginning, we've got mi, so, la, and high do. Let's try to sing that. We're going to start here. Mi. Sing it on your own once. All right, let's try it. Mi, so, la, do. Okay, there we go. The next one starts on do. Obviously, these are different high dos, but let's just keep it in the same key for simplicity all through. So we'll start here. Can you sing that one? Do, so, mi, re. Let's try it together. Do, so, mi, re. All right, the next one has us jump all the way from low do to high do. Do, do, la, so. Try that one out. This will be our low do. Let's sing it together. Do, do, la, so. Maybe a couple more. Well, let's do the whole line. Why not? Let's just keep going. So the next one starts on re. Re, so, high do, la. Try it out. Let's do it together. Re, so, do, la. The next one starting on high do again. Do, so, mi, re, do. Low do at the end. Try that one out. You ready? This is what we've got. Do, so, mi, re, do. All right, we've got two more there. Let's start this one on la. Let's try it. La, do, so, re, mi. All right, the last one also has low do and includes a high do. We've got do, la, so, high do, and then mi. Sing that one and then we'll move on. All right, let's try it together. Do, la, so, do, mi.
All right, the last portion of our video today, and it's a good thing we've got such a big board. We can keep writing on the bottom here. I wonder if you've seen any of our videos before, if you noticed. It's a new board, and it's big, isn't it? We have these black lines. I've had a lot of students ask, why do the lines not erase when we erase? It's because they're tape. So now you know the little secret.
And we don't need to be spending so much time erasing in between while trying to talk into our mics.
Very helpful, and we hope you enjoy it. So now for the last thing today, I am going to sing a pattern. I'm going to give you the starting note on the line here, and then can you try and write it out? I'm going to sing it. You try and write it. Mr. Roberts will write it after we've given you a second. My first one is going to start right on that middle line there, and I am going to tell you what note that is. All right, now that one's going to sound like this. Starts on so. So, lu, 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 lu.
All right, go ahead and pause your video if you need to, but I'm going to go ahead and write my answer in here, and then we'll see how ours compare. Is that what you got? We could go ahead and write those in as well if you want.
So, do, la, mi. That's what I sang. All right, my next one. I'm going to start it right there, and that is going to be, it's going to be your la. All right, so I'll sing it. Lu, 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 lu.
Did you figure it out? All right, let's see if we can write it.
All right. We've got a la, do, so, mi. That's what I sang. All right, we're going to just do a couple more of these. I'll give you the first note again. This time, that is your re. This one starts like this. Lu, 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 lu.
You could go ahead and try to sing and sign these and just see if the signs help you a little bit. You could write in just the letters first and then transfer them to try to write them on the board. This process, by the way, in case you're curious, is called transcribing or transcription. So you feel pretty clever when you know you're transcribing Georgia's melodies here. Let's see if we can do it right, shall we?
All right, we've got a re, mi, so, do. Very nice. Last one. Try this. I'll give you your first note again. High do. Very last one. You've done so well. Here we go. Lu, 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 lu.
Is that what you got?
Do, mi, so, la, and end on a low do. I hope so. That's what I sang. All right, well, thank you so much for singing with us today and for writing all that. Look at all that work we got through today. Great job, guys. We hope you're having lots of fun with this, learning a lot at home, and we hope to see you again soon.